Hey, good morning. I hope you're having a fantastic day. This is Rental Robert with the Hustle Nation. We're all about some financial independence. The way I do that myself is the majority has to do with real estate. I own rental properties. And so what I want you to be able to take away from this is eventually, hopefully one day you're going to wake up and say, what is it that I want to do, instead of waking up and saying, what can't I afford? There you have it. It's what works for me. So here's the thing is, this is, I believe, number 4 on the Get Rich series. Now, if you have been following and exercising what it is that I suggested to do in these videos, you will start to have gained some discipline. Yeah, I think that's the right way to spell it. I don't ever claim to be all that and everything like that. I know how to make money. Okay, spelling, a little bit different thing and everything. Discipline right here. Thing about it is that we need to be paying that high debt off that we have consistently. We need to have ground zero, and then we can start building our reserves. Okay, well, that's backwards. We're building our reserves, and so you've made consistent deposits into that. And then we're going to start working on looking at our debt, high interest rate, credit cards, things of that nature. If anybody's doing, the rent-a-center on washer and dryer or big screen or something like that, we need to cut that debt gone, get it out of there and everything. Those things got huge fees and whatnot over time. It's just going to absolutely be killer. Now, the thing about it is that we're now getting into a position where we're starting to get it's like building a house. The ground is starting to be leveled. The old trees are clear. We're starting to get to the point where we've got a foundation to begin with. This comes from my buddy Gerald Peters. Life is a trade. Everybody trades for dollars. Okay? And the thing about it is that what it is that we do with that is what makes a difference. You, me, everybody else, I believe we all get 178 hours a week. What you do with that makes a difference. Warren Buffett, Robert Biggerstaff, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, everybody gets 178 hours in 1 week. What they're doing with it is what makes them in the position that they are. You got to be honest with yourself. Getting wealthy requires self-honesty. Thing about it is that we're going to start looking to make money. And the thing about it is that, like last night, a person contacted me and said, hey, I want to build this rental portfolio. I want 50 properties. I was like, okay, well, what do you have right now? What are you doing? And they said, well, I'm currently laid off. They're a desk adjuster for an insurance company. And I said, well, let's do this. Sit down, take a piece of paper out, and start writing down everything that you can do to make money. And what it is that you can do to make the most money. She's an attractive lady. Her husband is all on board with them acquiring these properties. She's got a good demeanor about herself. My suggestion was, hey, find something that you can sell, okay? And it's a big ticket item. Here's the thing. You cut a yard, we'll say like you make $65 hour of your time, okay? Well, you might start a wholesaling business, find a property in 1 hour and make $5,000, same hour, okay? Now, if you want 50 properties, and you want that in 5 years, that's 60 months. That means that we need to buy about 0.8 houses per month. So we got the goal where we want to be at, and then we reverse engineer it down and find out how much progress we need to make in certain increments. And I choose to put things on a monthly basis. Now, sometimes I put it on a daily basis just to make sure, because like when it has to do with my company and especially payroll, I have to look at how much does, I have two people who work for me, how much does both of them every day cost me? And I need to make sure that money is coming in. All right. Don't forget, if you got employees, you got comp, you got to pay insurance, you got or reemployment, unemployment tax, all those kind of things and everything like that. So it's just not that you pay somebody, we'll say, $25 an hour. It's that you pay $25 an hour, and generally speaking, it's 30% on top of that. So then it becomes $32 an hour. And if you're paying them and they work 10 hours, well, then that's $320 a day. So, you're looking at, $1,300 a week if they're working 4 10-hour days. There you have it. All right. Here's the thing. Again, life is a trade. Look at in the sense of how much does it take and what is it that I'm going to have to do. Now, like with me, when Hurricane Sally came through, I started the dump trailer hustle. I made a lot of money. I did well with it. Had a good time, built this channel with it and everything like that. I still do a little bit of dump trailer stuff and everything, but nowhere close to it, and I'm not pushing it. And here's why. I make more money now with my real estate and with selling roofs and doing construction than I do with the dump trailer thing. The thing is that when Hurricane Sally was there, my crew works on their own pretty well and everything like that, and so I was able to divert my time to doing the dump trailer hustle. Well, I'd run 3, 4, 5 trailers a day, make anywhere from $800 to $1,400 a day, and that was great for a certain amount of time, and then it just stopped. Or it didn't stop, but it just, trickled down, slowed down way to where, I was doing 80% less business, okay? And so if you're only making $100, $200 a day with it and everything, and I sat there looking at it, and it's like, okay, well, this gets 2 hours of my time in the morning, 2 hours in the evening and everything. Is it really worth it? And the answer is no, it's not. I make more money doing other things. And guess what? I had to look at it. What's the trade-off that I'm making now because the market has changed, all right? I don't know if I'd really call myself an entrepreneur, myself an opportunist, okay? Because I see opportunity and I take it. Some of it's lasting, just like, I bought some houses at really great prices and I still have them. I have a hard time selling. That's my problem is selling the properties, because I like to hold on to them. I've got a long-term goal of $75,000 a month to come in from my rental properties. And that's my magic number, so to speak. So there you have it. My thing right now is that you need to start evaluating life as a trade, okay? The other thing that you really need to ask yourself is, what is it that you want to do? If you don't take a job doing sales, I get it, and you would really like to start cutting grass on the side or on the weekends, or eventually start your own landscaping company, then that's probably the direction you should go, because your heart, your passion, that might be your anointing from God. That'll be the direction that you're going to want to go. It's like with me, I wake up in the morning, my eyes open and everything, and I'm like, what do we need to do today to get this particular property up and going? I love what I do. I'm very blessed, very fortunate. The good Lord, has made it a way for me to be able to do exactly that, and I am thankful for that. So here's the thing is that, start asking yourself, what is it that I can do financially to get me closer to my goal? Life is a trade, okay? If you're in your early 20s and everything, you can start investing into an index fund, and by the time you're 45, 50, if you're putting in a, decent chunk of change and everything, you're going to be financially set. That's all there is to it, okay? However, if you're like me and you start a little bit later in life, well, it might not be, oh, hang on, ding, ding, hit that subscribe button. Thank you. It might be a different scenario, okay? But again, life is a trade. We all get the same amount of hours. What it is that we do with them is what makes the difference. Make sure that the time that you're spending is productive. And what I mean by that is like 2020, I read 48 books. A lot of books I read had to do with things that I already knew about. I don't think that was very productive. Reason why? I already know how to do rental property, so I should not be reading books on rent. What I should be doing is reading books on how to expand my business, how to manage people, how to do things that I'm not the best at, so to speak. Reason I say that is that it's real easy for us to go in circle and we're busy, but we're not making any progress. Ask yourself, again, self-honesty is very, very important with this. I see a lot of people that are extremely busy that aren't making any money. Have yourself a very wonderful day.